Do you want the truth now?
What type of shit is this? What type of shit is this?
What's up, y'all? This is Critic, and today I usually would say this is a review, but it's gonna be something different. This will actually be my experience with Beau Is Afraid. Now, if you don't know what this movie is about, it's directed by Ari Aster, who made Hereditary, Strange Things About the Johnsons, which I've probably seen from YouTube. Yeah, that guy. And he did that movie with Florence Pugh where they have this cult who is going crazy on her and the rest of her friends. So that's the gist of what Ari Aster is, and it also stars Joaquin Phoenix. And the movie is basically about this man named Beau who's going to visit his mom. That's basically the plot of the movie without me spoiling it. Now let me just say, the reason I say this is not a review is because this movie is a full-on experience. It will be different than any other movie you will see this year. It is crazy, it's wacky, and it got some things where it will make you leave the theater, depending on what type of movie watcher you are. Yeah, I would say I watched this movie 2 weeks ago now, and I try to give myself some time of thinking, did I actually see what I've just seen? Is this movie good, or am I just seeing shock value? And for the most part, I would say this movie is great. I enjoyed it. And I still remember some crazy, insane parts that I will never forget, which y'all are going to see in this movie. Now, this movie, there's so many themes to this that I don't even know if this is what Ari Aster intended. This movie can be looked at a lot of ways. It can be mental illness. It could be trauma. It can be having issues with mothers. There's all types of ways that they can go. But those are the three things that I basically get with this movie. Because Beau Is Afraid, Beau himself, you question if he actually loves his mother or not. And after 2 weeks, I still don't know if he actually loves his mother or not. Because you see throughout the film. Also, this movie is very trippy. It's basically like Inception. Because remember in Inception, especially at the end where Leonardo DiCaprio had to go 3 levels of dreams to save that boss man that he tried to save. This is basically it, except they don't actually give you a hint or detail if he's actually in a dream or not. Because in the beginning of the movie, you see him go talking with his therapist and saying that I'm doing well, I'm getting through some things, and then the therapist basically gives him this pill where it relaxes him. But if he takes too many, well, he gonna end up having a really bad time. And he took more pills than he had to, and that's when everything is going crazy. You see Beau about to go to his apartment, but he runs because he see all these crazy people doing these insane stuff, especially this guy that had all these tattoos on him and he's bald. He looked crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And Joaquin just books it. He goes to his apartment. His apartment is just loud, and it's just wild. So also going back to the themes, the mother he definitely has issues with, because throughout the movie you see that there are gonna be some flashbacks, and in those flashbacks is some stuff between him and his mother. It can go really crazy. It can go weird, very weird, disturbing at certain points, because you don't know what the intent is with the mom. And when it comes to anxiety, like I said, with the pills, with the people around him, is he actually going through these events that he's going through, or is he thinking it all up in his head? You don't know. everything is just a question mark because this movie has no logic, and that's not a bad thing because some things it can surprise you. I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. It is a dark comedy. It's funny throughout, and it's really dark. Like at certain points, you're gonna be like, "Damn, am I supposed to laugh at this, or am I supposed to feel some type of way?" Or you can feel some type of way, and that can make you leave. I don't know, but for me, it was so dark to the point that you just had to laugh. I'm trying to remember a certain scene that happened. Oh, I can't spoil it, but at a certain point, he meets somebody, and then they just explode, and it's the most funniest thing ever. And there's another scene where he meets a certain lady, and they get to the bed at some point, and it involves Mariah Carey, and it is one of the funniest scenes I ever seen this year. Like nothing will make me laugh more than that scene. And if y'all know the scene I'm talking about, it is so hilarious. Like every time I go back to it, I just laugh because of the things that just happened. And I don't want to say nothing because it's spoiler. I know it's 2 weeks in, but it would be the best experience that you don't know anything about this movie and just watch it. This movie reminds me of Nathan Fielder. Now, you've seen Ari Aster meeting these people. He's next to Mariah Carey and he's next to Nathan Fielder. And if you know Nathan Fielder, he did this HBO show where he helps people go through scenarios and he built these sets to help them out. And then it turns into something completely different where it's all about himself. And this is what this movie is. If you ever watched that Nathan Fielder HBO show, this is basically the movie version of that. Where everything is just weird. There's concepts that you don't know if that's the point of the movie. It just go on and on and on and on and on. And that's what this movie is basically about. Joaquin Phoenix carries the whole movie. Of course, he did Joker, Gladiator. He is a fantastic actor. And I feel like if he wasn't doing this movie, then this movie will be completely ass. I'm not gonna lie to you, because Joaquin Phoenix acting carries the whole movie, and it connects everything here with his acting that makes everything work. From a cinematography standpoint, from the scenes, from the music, it all comes down to his acting. Him having anxiety, him feeling afraid, him feeling confident, like all these things that's built up comes toward his acting, and Joaquin Phoenix did a really good job. Also, shout out to Nathan Lane and Amy Ryan. I haven't seen Nathan Lane since Mouse Hunt, so that's really a long time. But Nathan Lane was doing a really good job, playing the husband, this weird surgeon where he grabs these different people and puts them in his house. Also to the daughter. But the daughter that played Nathan Lane's, Amy Ryan's daughter, was fantastic. She was weird. She was a hater to Joaquin Phoenix because he was in the house getting attention. And she clearly didn't like her parents because of the attention that they were giving Joaquin Phoenix instead of her. Like, she was crazy. She was crazier than him. With shout out to that actress, she did a really good job. That's basically the shout outs I'm giving. Also, remember that girl I was talking about that Joaquin Phoenix Bull was seeing? Well, let's just say that this certain actress is who I'm talking about, and it's what's her name? Parker Posey. She plays in an adult version of her. And she is fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. That black dress is everything. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all take it for what it is. Yeah, this movie, I'm not gonna lie. It even though this movie's very ambitious, this movie is gonna be divisive. This movie is going to make you think. Even with the different concepts that they put out that don't make sense, it's going to make you think, why is it there? But I'm not gonna lie, this movie at certain points is very slow, especially in the middle. There's going to be a play that they're going to show, and you're going to feel like you're in a different movie, and it's going to feel slow at that point. That's what it did with me anyway. The play, like in my opinion, is unnecessary, but after thinking about it, it does make sense why it's in there. And once you watch it, it will probably make sense to you. It probably will not, but to me, it makes sense. There's going to be a lot of dream sequences that, like I said before, that's going to make you think, is this the actual scene? Are we actually in real life, or is this another dream? Like, you're not going to know. You're going to be confused. I'm not going to lie to you. And also, some audiences are not going to like this. If you watch the MCU movies or the Fast and Furious movies or any of those mainstream movies, you will not like this movie. I guarantee you. You're gonna find it weird. You're gonna think it's the worst movie of the year, and you're probably gonna be talking about it for years to come as this is one of the worst movies that you ever seen, and what's the point of it? But after all that, personally, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the weirdness. I enjoyed the ambition that Ari Aster had. This is probably one of the most best directed movies that he's ever done. Yes, over Midsummer, over Hereditary. This is one of the best directed films. The way he cuts, the way he shows angles, with his camera work, the music he puts in, the colorful pictures he put out, the ideas he tried to put together in the movie. This is probably his best directed work, and it impressed me so much. So shout out to Joaquin Phoenix, shout out to Ari Aster, and I would say this is a really great movie. I'm still trying to put out my top 5, but I would not be surprised if this ends up being that. And some people will disagree because they have different views on movies, and that's fine. But to me, Beau Is Afraid is a really great movie. So I'm gonna warn y'all, this is gonna be a different type of film if you're not used to Ari Aster's movies. So if you ever watch, like I said, it's like Nathan Fielder's HBO show. If you're into that, you're going to be into this movie. So that's basically it for my experience with Beau Is Afraid. So make sure you like this video, comment down below your thoughts on the movie. If you watch it, let me know your thoughts on it. Also subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to be the first to see my new content. Alright, y'all. Peace.